Good morning, Grace and Grit Academy. This is your dad speaking. Here's the deal. Some days you get up, fired up, ready to take on the day. Other days you hit snooze on your alarm, or at least think you do, and you turn it off. And you start your day late. So what is Dad doing now? Sitting in traffic. Guys, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Frankly, I would have done announcements earlier if I could just wake up. But now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to take on the day. Nothing can mess it up. Now, it is September 27th, the 274th day of the year. Couple things to go over. Avril Lavigne. She was a skater boy, the busy later boy. Turns 33 today. And Olivia Newton-John turns 69. Turning 52 today, the coach of the Golden State Warriors, Steve Kerr, who also went to the University of Arizona. Steve Kerr is a legend, and he's a smart guy. Turns 52 today. So, on to the weather, I suppose we can dive in there. Guys, do you need me to tell you it's gorgeous outside? Are you crazy? It's amazing. The temperature's going to start going down. Mom's going to head out on a nice afternoon run. And we're going to have some church group tonight. God is good to Virginia around this time of the year. The leaves will be changing. So look forward to a nice, strong week of good weather as we head into the weekend. And I can't think of anything going on this weekend. So we'll have to look on the calendar or look on the newspaper and see if we can find anything to do since it'll be so nice out. All right. Now, today in history, in 1777, John Adams solidified the peace treaty between us and Great Britain. Now, what war? Do you guys know what war we fought around that time? The Revolutionary War, which I'm sure you guys will either touch on or have already started to. The Revolutionary War is the one that George Washington really helped lead our country through as we look to secede from Great Britain and become our own free nation. And then 6 years later, in 1983, the Constitution of the United States was sent out to all the states to be ratified. So they sent it out to all the smart people and politicians and said, look, this is what we've come up with. Does this work? Yes. And set the wheels in motion for the greatest country of all time. Now, also today, the Model T, Henry Ford, who was a brilliant man, came up with this idea. Cars used to be really expensive. Now, let's be fair. Cars are still expensive, but pretty much everyone has one. Well, there was a time when cars were so expensive that only the very, 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 very rich could have them. Well, Henry Ford came up with something called the assembly line. It was a way to produce cars quicker, faster, and for far less money. And the first car to come off the lot with this new assembly line was a Model T. And it was today, September 27th, that about 100 years ago when that had happened. Pretty interesting. And E equals MC squared. That's an equation that you will hear for your entire life and never really know what it means. It talks about inertia and force, and there was a brilliant man. His name was Albert Einstein. Have you heard of him? Yeah, he was something special. He's maybe one of the most brilliant men of all time, especially in the 20th century. So today he published his paper that introduced the equation of E equals MC squared. And finally, it was on this day last year that the record for solving the Rubik's Cube, the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, was set by a 15-year-old boy. How quick did he do it? He had a Rubik's Cube that was completely messed up, and he solved it in 4.69 seconds. Get to work, boys. All right, Mike Trout hits a home run last night, his 31st, even though the Angels lose and have eliminated themselves from the wild card. And that is really all that is of note. We may go over some baseball stuff in the future, but in the next 3, 4, 5 days, guess what? Doesn't matter. The playoffs have been set. The only thing we have to do is gear up and get ready to watch the fireworks happen. All right. Princess, this question is specifically for you, okay? If you could ride any animal, a frog, a pony, a giraffe, a rhinoceros, which one would it be? And would it fit in our backyard? Just think about that for a little bit. Maybe we can get a saddle for a ostrich or an emu. All right, guys. I love you very, very, very much. Have a great day. Looking forward to hearing how the day went. Looking forward to heading to church group with you guys. Love you. Bye.